Peace YouTube, part two. I don't know what it is about the lights or whatever, so I cut it off. I still have the sunlight behind me, so I hope it still works. But I want to show you the tool that I use, and this is the tool that I use to lock stitch my hair. It is called a like a crochet tool, and so it closes also, and that's how you latch the hair in there. So this is the tool that I normally use. It's really cute. Comes in different sizes, shapes, and color. And I use it to lock stitch my hair, which I only do, remember, maybe about 3 times a year, because lock stitching takes a lot out of it because it kind of thins out the hair. So I will do that video around September for you all. September is my birthday, by the way, and so that's probably when I'm going to lock stitch my hair. I think the last time I did it this year was a couple of months ago. I know I didn't shoot a video for it, but it just takes so long versus where it takes me maybe about an hour and a half, 2 hours to palm roll my hair. Lock stitch takes me maybe about 3.5 to 4 hours to do because you have to lock stitch from the root. But I have finished everything, and I just want to show you all what I do while I let my hair dry because it is still wet. Is I just usually put it back in a ponytail. I may wear it down, but I decided not to do that. I am just gonna wear it up until it dries. I haven't beaten tonight. I may put it all the way up into a little bun. But just to let you all know the different things that I do, I really do want to reiterate again, the best method to use with your hair is your method. What works best for you. Of course, when I started growing my locks, people told me, well, use beeswax. I was kind of skeptical to it. Before I started my locks, I started my mother's locks, so it was almost like she was my little guinea pig at first. And a lot of people have different methods as in how they want to start their locks. I didn't like the fresh and refined, it always has to lay down type of locks. I felt like I was a rock star, and so when I would curl my locks, it would almost be like how I'm doing it now. So of course, imagining with it being short, they were all over my head and they were free. But I felt that was one thing. I think some people have locks as a fad versus a state of mind, and I like to know that my locks keep me rooted, keep me grounded in who I am and in my culture. It has nothing to do with outside influences. A lot of people told me when I started thinking about growing my locks, why? Why do you want to grow locks? Why do you want to have them? Why do you want your hair to be nappy? And it's funny because I've had several people come to me, especially when I first started growing locks, saying, how do you get your hair so soft? This is the hair that I came out my mother's vagina with. Nothing that I've just reverted back to, that my original hair. And so it's nothing that I'm doing besides using shea butter and letting it be free. So I hope that the things that I've shared with you all is something. I really want to hear your responses. As you see, this is part 2. So I want you to check out part 1 first. And let me know what you think. What methods are you using? If you have any questions, let me know. I'm welcome to people asking me questions, what it is that you use, what it is that I use on my hair, what do I think is the best method, what are some good things. I really hope that everybody is using a stylist that is doing a consultation with them. The last time I did my mother's hair, which was maybe about a year and a half ago, somewhere around there, the loctician, well, the stylist that we were both going to, because she wasn't a loctician, had not been, obviously been doing consultations with my mother. And so when I did my mother's locks, she had some roots that were almost hanging on by a thread. Um, and then it was the same with maybe a lock that was adjacent to it. Um, she had combined some roots, and it had to be, well, maybe about a year or something that she had combined some roots. And so the ends of her locks were still separate. Um, so what I did was, which I learned from Chasela, was the um, I sewed the end of the locks together so that they can match. So you do the palm roll, and eventually, maybe about 2-3 months, they will mat together, and you can either take the string out, or maybe the string will have fell out by that time. Um, but as long as you use a string that's the color of your hair, it shouldn't matter, and you won't be able to see it, because you don't want to have like a Siamese twin lock. So you want them to be one lock if you're going to be able to combine them. And the best method is to sew them together. And what you're doing is you're sewing within the middle of it so they can bind there, so that it's less, the thread will be less noticeable if you sew it within the middle of the two locks. Um, so let me know what it is that was your best method. Rate, comment, and subscribe, and peace and blessings to you.